Welcome to this Windows channel, and this is the Tech News Update. We are Tuesday, November 29th, 2016, and today in our Tech News Update, we have the new Locky ransomware that we were talking about that comes through Facebook Messenger, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Basically hides itself in some kind of a innocent-looking picture, but when you click on it or try to do something, it actually is a virus that downloads or a malware, ransomware that downloads. Well, it seems that a lot of people that got it report that basically what it does, it encrypts your files and it displays a phone number saying that it's Microsoft tech support. And of course, this is always a scam. Never forget that this is always a scam. You never call the phone number on your screen. Basically, tech support brings you to, of course, in India, where they are charging $349 to get your files back. But there's a big problem, is that once they've charged you $349, you basically don't have your files back. They still are encrypted, and they are encrypted with an extension .windows. So be careful not to get into this. And of course, if you ever have a phone number that appears on your screen that says call tech support, never call that number. Well, the iPhone 10th anniversary update next year, 2017, will be the 10th anniversary of the first iPhone, which was released in 2007. And a lot of analysts have been saying that this year's iPhone upgrade, which is a small upgrade, is a small upgrade because they've been waiting to really announce the amazing new features in the 10th anniversary iPhone next year. And some of the rumors, of course, is that there will be no home button. There will be a very thin bezel-less iPhone. The screen will do all of the surface of the iPhone, or almost all of it. Also, OLED display, which will improve battery life and, of course, make the display even more beautiful. And maybe even a curved screen. So that's going to be interesting to see as the iPhone 10th anniversary next year when they are announced. Well, talking about phones, we have more rumors this morning of Surface Phone for Microsoft. Now, a lot of problems are happening. We're not sure. We know that the Lumia phones are almost all sold out now, and that Microsoft didn't really announce or talk about, and they're almost avoiding the subject of smartphones right now. But a report coming out from one of the tech websites says that people have been reporting that in China there is a Surface Phone being built in a secret factory. So is this claim true or not? We're not really sure, but we still hope that a Microsoft Surface Phone would appear in 2017. Well, yesterday we were talking about Japan that wants to build the fastest supercomputer in the world. Well, it's pretty much official, as the Japanese government has set aside $173 million to build the fastest supercomputer in the world. It would take the #1 spot in supercomputing, and of course they will rent that supercomputing time to tech companies that will be able to, of course, innovate with new technologies, all sorts of scientific research, and data crunching of any kind. Basically, right now, the top 5 spot is taken by China and the United States. Japan is, of course, number 6 and 7, so it's not that far actually, but with this new supercomputer, they'd reach #1. Well, if you have an iPhone and you've upgraded to iOS 10.1 and 10.1.1, you might notice that your battery life is actually not very good, and more users are reporting problem with the battery life in the iPhones with iOS 10.1. So, of course, not a lot of information coming out of Apple on this, but of course they probably are looking into it and will try to basically have a fix coming out eventually. Some people even reporting that when their battery is lower than 30%, they can't even restart their phones when they shut it down. So it seems to have some major problems here with battery life in iOS 10.1 and 10.1.1. Google on the lookout for pirate websites and mostly pirate search results, says that it's removing over 1 billion pirate search results a year from its Google search engine. And they say that they're continuing on to try to remove all of that. Of course, one of the reasons why is because they are required by law to remove all of the copyrighted items if possible. And Google says they're working hard to do so. So 1 billion a year, that's pretty much, that's a lot of research results that are removed. And finally, in our last bit of news for today, a new standard or speed rating will be available for SD cards. One of the biggest problems right now is that people been looking at SD cards. A lot of people don't know that there are speeds in SD cards with, category 10 or 8 or 6. And it's kind of complicated and people don't really know. So they are looking at a new rating. So the first rating coming out of that new rating will be A1, meaning that this is, application speed. And a whole set of rating will happen where you will be able to know if it's fast enough for HD or fast enough for 4K video, for example. Because right now a lot of people buy cheap SD cards and wonder why their devices have issues, glitches, problems, or crashes. And often it's because the SD card can't write fast enough on the memory. So that new rating will be in effect probably next year, and we'll have a pretty much new category of SD cards available. So this was the Tech News Update for Tuesday, November 29, 2016. Don't forget that today, Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 2000 hours Universal Time, is our live show day where we have your tech questions and answers. So hope you can join us. And if you enjoy our videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. And by subscribing, you'll know when new videos are online. And hopefully you enjoy our videos.